Lloyd sat on his knees in front of the Dragon King, who asked him if he had ever played any game. He explained that no matter how freely he could play, in the end it works within a certain program, and this world, in the end, it's all just a game within a game. A simulator within a simulator is a law. The brown-haired guy immediately cried out in anger about whether there was a hidden alternative and couldn't they really find it. The blonde guy looked at the brown-haired guy's silhouette in bewilderment and said that he didn't even know if Lloyd and his family were part of the program, and it should be obvious. The protagonist continued to look angrily through his bangs and said that he felt that he was alive and it hardly made a difference, because whether it was a program or something else, he would still get everything. At this time, the knight stood behind the door with a sullen look. The blonde guy's eyes widened in surprise, seeing that he had life force in him, as if he were a legend. Then he slightly closed his lips. The protagonist looked at the guy who told him about the Pearl of Truth with tension and surprise. Lloyd was kneeling in front of the Dragon King, who said that it was a legendary gem that would answer any question. If he asked it, then perhaps the stone would give an answer. The Dragon King looked through his curly hair and said that it was something like resisting the restorative power of fate. The protagonist immediately jumped up with an arrogant look. He stood over the sofa and said that he could seem rude, but he had one more question. The blonde guy closed his eyes and said that the stone was in the Mermaid Kingdom, wished him luck. The brown-haired guy immediately put his hand to his chest and said that their bone squad would take on the role of his alarm clock and thanked him for the advice. He abruptly turned in the other direction. He immediately left the room and turned to Xavier, saying that they needed to go to the Mermaid Kingdom. Kali was flying over the vast cloudy sky and plain at that moment. While Xavier sat next to him, Lloyd lay down with his hands removed when he was asked about whether it would be more convenient for me to ask the Dragon King to send them to the Mermaid Kingdom. The brown-haired man answered with a cold-blooded look that the knight really did not know how to interact in society. Lloyd closed his eyes and said that the Dragon King was a scary creature that could kill them all with one finger, and when he teased such a person, he had to be careful. They were almost approaching the